Hey guys, welcome back to Love After Life Crossover Tarot. Woo, where we love to do readings on crossed over loved ones. I had a message that just came to me, and it was first I read something, and then there was the Lloyd song, that song where he said, "This is me, so please accept me for who I am, and please accept me for what I do." I can't sing, but y'all know what I'm talking about, right? That song just came to me. And also I had this card, right? It says, just as rust eats away from iron from which it is produced, so do their own deeds lead the overindulgent into a miserable state. So what's happening here with this person is that they just wanted to be accepted for who they were. One thing that stuck out to me in the song was that they prayed to God and asked why, like why were these things happening? They probably weren't happy with themselves. Excuse me, maybe at some point in the beginning of whatever this addiction was, whatever they were putting all of their time into, well, hell, that's an addiction. It doesn't have to be like just drugs or alcohol, or even sex. Like it could be something that they were really attached to that first brought them pleasure, but after time they lost family and they lost friends and they lost hope and they lost feeling. What's the word I'm looking for? They started feeling alone and being alone for whatever reason. So we're going to look at the cards and we're going to get a little bit deeper into it. I had a little feeling of obesity for somebody, like maybe they were somebody who just wanted to be loved. Like, I know I'm big, I know I'm sick, I know this is not healthy, but can you still love me? You know what I mean? Like, I'm still here, I'm still a person, forgive me. But ultimately, overindulging in anything will lead to some type of sadness, because you're not. Overindulging kind of leads to separation from source. You know how they say too much of anything is a bad thing. They say an apple a day keeps the doctors away, but what if you ate 100 apples a day? You know, at some point it becomes something that's harmful to you. So yeah, I'm just gonna bless this altar really fast, and then we'll get into the cards and see what other energies we have coming out as far as our crossed over loved ones go. I call to the angels of the earth. Please look into the spirit and bring clear messages. Only bring the messages of highest good and intent. From my will to thy will, I move out of the way. Sorry, I'm bumping into stuff because I had my eyes closed. Ooh, there we go. Okay, so let's start with these right here. This is two of my favorite decks put together. I haven't figured out how to maneuver them yet because there's so many cards, but I wanted to be able to get as many messages as I can. Look, I was going to ask a question, but they were like, oh, here we go. Okay. So whatever it is this person was doing, they were pretty successful at it. It looks like they had some type of choice to make. Like, this is definitely about money. Whatever they were overindulging in or putting all of their time into, it could have been a specific job, something that definitely brought, something that definitely brought a lot of money. They felt like it was a big victory. Whatever it was, they were happy to have it and proud to be doing whatever it is, because it did bring in this money, this constant flow. And it was to take care of the family. It was to, yeah, it was to take care of the family. But they might be realizing how much it hurt people, like how much they didn't think it mattered to other people, but obviously it did. And it turned out that it was a very, very small victory. Actually, it could have been huge. It could have been like something so amazing to this person, but if it hurts the family ultimately, then is it still good? If I make $1 million, but I have to lose my family, my mom, my best friends, or whatever, then is it still worth the $1 million? So in a lot of ways, this person, whatever they were doing when they were here, they were doing it for the family, for the betterment of the family. But it was bringing them away from, it was bringing them away from the family. People were turning against them because of this. And they were, I just heard they were good at it. I don't know exactly what it was, but let's see. Okay, so this is the Three of Wands in reverse, and it says lack of foresight and obstacles. They fought hard for this. They worked hard for this. And then we have the sun over here next to the pentacles, the king of, I'm sorry, that's the Knight of Pentacles and the Five of Swords in reverse. They wanted it to be a happy ending. They wanted it to be a happy ending, and they had to please a lot of people. Here's a challenge card falling out. But they had to please a lot of people to get to where they were. The Empress. So, they may have found a hard time being creative with their talents. Like, I feel like it could be, I can't call it a waste of talent, because whatever it was that they did, they were fucking good at it. And they made lots of money doing it. But maybe it wasn't the best thing. Maybe it wasn't the most positive thing in the world. But they were fruitful as HE double hockey sticks. Like anything they touched, they could turn into something. I just heard wasted potential. Yeah, King of Pentacles fell out on my leg right here, and it's in reverse. So they were making the money the wrong way. And that don't mean they wasn't sitting pretty. Like, they probably had good cars and like all the little things that life has to offer. But for some reason, it separated them from the richest things in life. The best things that really matter. Thank you. They were like, flip the card back over. That's why it says overindulging into things leads to a miserable state. So they probably was getting a little bit of money here and there. They had to make a choice, and this choice definitely played a part on like the soul, like what is it called? What is that word I'm looking for? I guess morals, in a way. That's the word I'm getting right now, but it's another word that I'm thinking about, and it's a card on the floor too. But they probably felt like they lost a part of themselves to complete this job. But a sacrifice. Okay, so thank you. Yeah, so they had to give up something. They had to lose some things in order to get this success, Yeah, they almost felt amazing about it. And they probably came to tell you or show you, or hell, you probably saw it, and they probably were confused as to why you're not as happy as they are about this lick they just hit, or Also, now we have the Page of Swords and the Hermit card come out together. Oh, okay. So what I'm seeing popping up is like it says on the card business rival and message about business. So this could have been some type of business partner too. Wow. I don't know if this situation caused you to retreat or caused them to retreat within themselves. And I feel a little bit of like the defensiveness where it might be some type of rivalry going on. Why is that? Give me more on the hermit, please. Oh, and it's like, oh, there's another one. Ace of Swords. So somebody definitely started to be inside their heads and see something, some type of truth. Wow, and here's another card that's talking about deceitfulness. And the eight of swords came out as a challenge. So somebody was having a hard time getting out of their head, like getting out. Um, so trust issues could have made this person go towards focusing on money and things like that. And I don't think they trust anyone. Like, oh, thank you. Thank you, Spirit. So making money definitely made them not church, not where's church? Somebody said church. Where's church? Um, wow. They didn't even trust. They didn't even trust the church. You know, making money made them realize just how many deceitful people are out there. They would contemplate everything, who they worked with. You know, like um and this person could have, because of this business that they were in, they could have gotten definitely deceived by somebody, like something that hurt them. It may not have been a slap in the face, but it was something that stuck with them, that stuck to them, that scarred them and made them into who they were. So that's why that song was coming out, you know, that Lloyd song was coming, because they still wanted to be accepted by you, for the type of person that they were. And right now I don't see no love on the desk. So it's not feeling like this is a love reading. And maybe that could be a part of the problem. I don't see room for love, just distrust and making money. I just tried to jump out of there. The 7 of Wands. Yeah, somebody was definitely being sneaky. I don't know if you guys, like, I don't know if you saw this person as a sneaky person. I'm trying to see where they going with this story. There we go. Challenges that popped out. Okay, so strength came out as a challenge, and the fool card. So they had a hard time trusting. I like, this is a really hard time trusting, but they had reason to not trust. There's a couple of swords out here. Excuse me. There's more than yeah, Spirit, thank you. There's more than a couple of swords. And I know, you know, ones are like passion and everything like that, but I see ones as baseball bats, right? Swords to me be like butcher knives. Like, words can cut, words can hurt you, you know, slaps can cut. Well, slaps can't cut, but shit, they can sting and they can hurt you as well. You know what I'm saying? When I see wands, sometimes I see that as like things that could have hurt you, maybe not in a physical way, but if you put a bat and a sword next to each other, which one would you rather get hit with? So that's kind of how I see this situation right now. They have a crap load of swords on the board. So they've been hurt, they've been damaged, they've been inside of their own heads because of these scars. And thank you. So the passion may not have been enough. And that could go for a friend, a family member, a lover, a mother, a father. Like, this person turned cold from previous pains, from things that they've been through. And they may have been strong, but because when you put strength behind an ill-minded man, then what do you get? And seeing the eight of I just heard eight of swords again, and it's down there. Yeah, they're really hurting. They can't get out of their head. It was possible, but they couldn't get out of their heads. And they stayed, like the eight of cups is about walking away, like cutting your losses and walking away. They never cut their losses. They stayed. They were still losing though. Whatever it was, they were still losing. They may have been making some money, but they were losing, like, on a mental level. They were fucking broken. And this could be such a stubborn energy because I don't feel any sorry in the cards. Oh, shut up. They said, played the song right back to me. That's why that Lloyd song was there. Please accept me for who I am. But then he also say, there's no me without you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes when you cross over, you're going into the abyss or the infinity and all of these amazing things that we can't understand, right? But the one thing that you do receive over there is understanding. How much would it suck to be a 5-year-old to, like, die 5 and then cross over and still don't know why you're dying or why you're dead? You know what I'm saying? So there has to be some deep inner knowing just of probably everything. Things probably just make sense once you get over there. But you don't get to just come back and tell everybody. Because when you come back, you got to come back as a baby. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of those things leave us, but they be embedded in our soul. And so this person, you may have felt like they were off. Like, oh, they don't get it. I pray for them. Like, please, God, help them and help them see this and help them see that. But whatever it was that they've been through made them who they were, and they were still deserving of some type of love. Hell, if they had the love, the right kind of love, then maybe this wouldn't have been the case of who they became. I just heard I'm good now. I'm perfect now. Like, why did I push this back over there? I don't know. Pushing the pregnant lady away. What's that about? Yeah, I was going to say, talk to me on it now. Yeah, they said I'm good now. Ten of Pentacles is in reverse, right? Let me see what just came out. The Star. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. The World in reverse. Let's see what else. Ten of Wands in reverse. Man of Wands. Wow. Four Swords in reverse. It's a state of calm now. It is a state of calm now, right? So the first, Sorry they made me touch that sun. Let's just bring it up there, right? Yeah, okay, so usually the Six of Pentacles is about like an equal give and take, like I need a back massage. Can you give me one for $10? Yeah, sure. Bam. You feel like you gained something. I feel like I gained something. All was well, right? The Sun card came up, right? Yeah, they had a hard time. They had a hard time birthing out what was right. They had a hard time making the right choices, right? So here is some selfishness because it's not equal give and take. This feel like this is just take, take, take. You feel me? And then we have the Star, which my first thought is definitely somebody in the limelight. Like this person was wanted probably because they had money, but they were wanted, but just not by the people they wanted to be accepted by. You have the World card in reverse. That's like no closure. Big word popping out on the card is failure. Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is all about burdens. This is a heavy burden. And it could have been in a place of giving up. Like right away, I see the Ten of Wands and the Nine of Wands, back to back. So in a lot of ways, they wanted to drop that burden, but they didn't. They held on to it. I don't know what it was that made them stay where they were. And then I just see protecting what's yours. So that could have been the case. That could have been the case. But you get tired of constantly defending yourself. You get tired of constantly looking over your shoulder. You get tired of constantly worrying about what's going to happen. At some point, like that card in the beginning said, too much of one thing, too much of in anything can lead to a miserable state. So whatever it was that they were doing, it was way too much. It was way too heavy on them. Okay, I'm gonna move on really fast. Let me see something. Yeah, it was way too heavy on them. So let's see something. Let's cross over real fast. This person is definitely stubborn, but they're here. Look, first of all, knocked all the cards out of my hand. Thunderbolt. That's kind of like the Tower card. They're guilty. They're guilty. They get it now. They understand it now. Experiencing in reverse, moment to moment, harmony. We are the world in reverse. I think they got some karma, some bad karma too. Yeah. They tried to hold on, but they had no choice but to let go. Like usually, we all work together. It's togetherness, right? But we are the world is in reverse. This person was, mm, this person was, right. I was going to say, how could they be upset but be at peace? This person was at peace, moving moment to moment. This person always thought there was tomorrow. This person on you on the YOLO people. The YOLO people. Go ahead, cheat on your wife. You only live once. And you just thinking about tonight, but not thinking about what happens in the long run. Experiencing is in reverse. Yeah, they wish they could have just been a normal person. We have existence sitting out there at the top of these cards that I pulled, and it's sideways, and that's always a challenge card to me when they fall like that. Sorry, just had to say a quick prayer, but that's always a challenge card to me. So existence is a challenge for them. Experiencing is in reverse. They, I think they were just there, and they didn't know how important these things really were. They didn't know how important harmony was. They didn't know the type of energies that was being put out into the universe. They didn't know that we are the world, that we all need each other, and we all need to stick together. They didn't know those things. And I guess once sometimes it's too late. And just saw guilt again. They're guilty. I don't know why. I feel like I feel like whoever it is even upset that they're coming to tell you, but that's just like the stubbornness. And I guess it's going to further help you understand what type of person this was. Maybe you knew, but you ain't know. Look. Uh-oh. Control and mind. You see that? So to me, all I see is like outwardly, they probably look like they had it all together. And on the inside, they were freaking out about so much. This card reminds me, I don't know if y'all gonna know this, but this card reminds me of SpongeBob when he forgot his name, when he had to remember, when they told him forget about everything except fine dining. Like that, that this person probably was in the public eye, or probably was looking so perfect on the outside, and his insides, or that person's insides, was like this, too busy pretending to be living your best life instead of actually living it. That's why existing is in reverse like that. I mean, I said existing, that was the other card. This is experiencing. So you making it look like you awareness, thank you, spirit. You make it look like, look at that card, how that card pulled out my hand, the dream, making it look like the dream, but they weren't happy. Because our meditation card says too much of one thing, like too overindulgent, it will put you in a miserable state. Projection, silence, and success all coming out as a challenge. So here's the card, just like the other one. On the outside, they look like this. They projected this. They showed you this. This is their mask. You won't see who I really am. You'll see what I show you. And it came out as a challenge. And silence sitting in between, also as a challenge. So that's not peace. That's not peace. And then success, also as a challenge. But we know down here that they were successful at what they were doing. They liked to do it. It paid the bills. It probably fed the family and other things too. And they probably didn't keep quiet about telling you or anybody else that. The Lovers in reverse. That's kind of like making a choice in love. So maybe they weren't doing that. They had a decision to make, and they made it, and they did not choose love. And even though we have the Sun card on the board, which is an awesome card, and the Star card is surrounded by nothing but wands and swords and money. So thank you, they chose to love money. And they, so what this reading is telling me, that They thought that until the very end. They didn't know why they were losing people. Traveling. They're moving through the astral world, right? Traveling. They didn't know. They, thank you, Spirit, so busy moving around. So busy, they not sitting still. They be in that moment to moment, that they thought to the very end that they were doing the best thing. And then we have stress. Look at that. That's being burdened, just like the Ten of Wands. They're stressed. They're juggling. They were just too busy to realize what really mattered, which is family and love, and that type of thing, and nurturing things, and nurturing self. And just don't feel like this was the type of business where you growing roses and then selling roses. This seems like quick money, fast money, whatever it was. It was fast money. It came with enemies and all of these different type of things. It came with fear and danger and deceit. And they were stressed, but they weren't. I don't think they were just a regular person. And I'm sorry they didn't have time for you. I wasn't even going to use these today, but I couldn't. Kept looking at it. They want me to put this over by the Lover's card. Yeah, let's just see what they give us. I would call it a challenge, but it's standing up. Believe in the impossible. What else, Spirit? Oh, they're like, okay, let's move forward. So you might, and if in this case, this is somebody who you did business with or something like that, they might have made you not even want to go into business with anybody else. You might be the all to yourself type of person. You might have become a selfish type of person. Suffering this loss could have done that to you. Hold on, let's see what else just came out. It says a time to give rather than take, and that's in reverse. It says the energy is gaining momentum, that's in reverse. You're at a standstill. Be bold and make the first move, and in reverse. So that's exactly what you're not doing. The only card came out in the upright was believing the impossible. They put this one with it. You have to. They said you right here, you stuck. You have no choice. Ain't no going forward, ain't no going back. Like, you might not see a future without this person who's no longer here. So you're not going forward. And as much as you might want to go back and take it back how they passed away or why they left or whatever the case is, you can't go back. You got to let go. And then you got to believe in the impossible. Because no matter what, they want you to go on. I heard the fight is not over. It's not over. Let me see what that is. Look at the bigger picture in reverse. You're not doing it. It's bigger than this one person. Whatever it is, whatever is stopping you because of the loss of this person, you let it go right now. If you gotta cry, if you're angry, this is a stubborn ass reading. I could only imagine how this person was while walking here. And you could have some resentment. The card you're very close to reaching your goals almost popped out. But it was looking real in reverse. Let's see, did one of them just fall? So I don't know what it is. Something's stopping you and something is holding you back. And maybe I'll pull another card to see. But anything else, Spirit? It says work through your fears. It didn't jump out though. But I think I need to get the red ones. And then we'll be done for today. Look, even the cards are stuck. Excuse me. Looking at the Five of Swords now. There might not be any communication. You might be the type of person who just went within. And probably not in a good way. It ain't. I can't say that this is a lover, because it ain't no hearts. But if this is somebody you dated or something, this a cold motherfucker. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, cold to the core. Like, tough. I don't know. Like a strong person. And I mean strong, like you can attack them and they'll get up and they'll fight you. Even if they lose, they ain't never scared to fight you again. Like that's what I feel. That don't mean they had the best mindset about like how to move, but I just saw the conditioning card. Like, they were conditioned this way. They went through so much that it turned them like that. And you can let this turn you, or you can do something different. Okay, since we just gonna throw all the cards on the floor. Now this came out sideways. I've probably never read it sideways, but we're gonna do it and see what happens. This one says, don't be afraid of losing someone who doesn't want you. This is coming out as a challenge. But it says accumulating wealth, guarding it, and making it grow will wear you down. Understand that riches bring unending ruin and destruction. And then don't be afraid of losing someone who doesn't want you. So whoever this loved one is, I heard been there, done that. So you might be in a place of becoming this same way, overindulgent in whatever. It might feel good right now, but you might be overindulging in something that ultimately leaves you a little bit miserable, right? I just heard death and destruction. Everybody wants wealth, but it's that's why. Look at it. I'm trying to hold the card. They turned it sideways. Let's not forget it's a challenge. Right. Thank you, Spirit. Yes. So that's why it's coming out as a challenge. So you might be in the space of, damn, I could do what cousin did, or, whoever this is to you. I could do that and I could make this much. So-and-so already showed me how to do it. You know what I'm saying? And you're living moment to moment now. Because you don't want to look at the big picture. You're at a standstill. You lost your homie, your best friend, your whatever. And I heard you just as cold. But yeah, you don't want to see the big picture. I don't know if so even though you might be feeling like you're moving forward and you're making choices, it's this moment to moment shit that's not really gaining momentum because it's not supposed to go anywhere. It can't, if you shouldn't have to do the worst things to gain money. Like, look at the bigger picture. Stop looking at the now. I'm all for living in the moment lots of times. I like to tell myself return to now because, you live in the future too much, then you missing now. And everything else becomes the past. But no matter what, you are living. You are living, and its forward movement is just in a different direction. It's in a certain direction. So you might be thinking, oh, I'm just doing this for now. Or I'm thinking about doing this and doing that. And you just thinking about now. Sometimes it's good to go ahead and look ahead of the road. You know what I mean? Look a little bit further ahead. You driving. Yeah, it's good to see exactly what's in front of your bumper of your car. But it's also good to look further ahead and see what's coming. if anything comes your way, you can see it ahead of time. Look further ahead to see what you might have to maneuver around. Every now and then you glance back in those side mirrors. Remember where you've been and be grateful, and you keep moving forward. But if you just looking right in front of your bumper and you never look up to look ahead, you going to hit something and it's going to catch you off guard. So if you're just like, man, cuz was living in the moment. I don't know why I keep saying cuz. It's just, the specific vibe I'm feeling right now. But, so-and-so was living in the moment. That's how I'm going to live. But they are not happy that that's how they were living. That's just how they did. And I'm guessing there's no like apology feels and hearts and stuff, because that's why I don't feel like it's like somebody trying to talk to their mother. Like, this is coming from I feel like a friend perspective. Like, you can be connected to anybody and feel like they're your friend, but this is that type of vibe. Like, look, nigga, I just showed you. This is what it is. I heard giving. It wasn't giving, right? So I don't know why they left. And it says, don't be afraid of losing someone who doesn't want you. When you do what's right and people walk away from you, you have to let it go. Don't go out there doing stuff that you wouldn't do because you don't want to lose a person. If they can't take you for the good that you are, then you're going to have to allow them to let you go. Keep working on yourself to become better, and that's all you can do. Thank you so much if you made it this far into the video. I really appreciate it. If you know someone who needs to hear this message, please send it to them. Thank you so much. Or you can like this video, and then hopefully it can reach other people. Thank you so much. Bye.